Good morning and welcome to our third session of Fun Fact Friday, where we are going over weird but amazing facts. Number 1. A woman with 2 uteruses gave birth to twins less than a month after having a baby. When most people have a baby, they typically wait a little while before ever thinking about having another child, but that wasn't an option for this woman in Bangladesh, who unexpectedly gave birth to twins in March of 2019. Less than a month after having another newborn, the highly unusual circumstance came about because the woman had 2 uteruses and both were able to successfully carry the 3 healthy children to term. However, the mother's doctor did admit, "We were very shocked and surprised, and they had never observed anything like that before." Number 2. A meteor exploded over Earth with the force of 10 atomic bombs, and everyone missed it. That's right. December the 18th, 2018, a meteor hit the atmosphere and exploded with a force that was 10 times the energy of the Hiroshima atomic bomb. It wasn't discovered by NASA scientists until after the fact. Turns out it went largely undetected because it took place over the Bering Sea in an area that was close but not directly on the path of commercial planes flying between North America and Asia. Number 3. Louisiana is home to a rare pink dolphin. It's hard to imagine dolphins being any more wonderful than they already are, but a Louisiana bottlenose dolphin named Pinky is almost too adorable to believe. She was first spotted in 2007. The unusual creature got its name from its surprising pink color, which is likely the result of a rare genetic condition. Pinky was seen again in 2015 and then in 2018 while mating. Despite the fact that fishermen had apparently seen her swimming with baby dolphins, they're not sure if she's their mother, especially since no news of any other pink baby dolphins have surfaced. Number 4. A moonbow is a rainbow that happens at night, and it's usually after a storm is passing and the sun starts shining. Sometimes you're lucky to see it. Moonbows or lunar rainbows are caused by the reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light and tend to happen most often in places with waterfalls and mist. There also needs to be a near full moon for there to be enough light so that you can see the moonbow. Number 5. Bumblebees can fly higher than Mount Everest. Isn't that pretty neat? That's very impressive. Humans can make it to the top of Mount Everest. You'd be stunned to find out that bumblebees can make it to the summit too. Researchers who tracked 2 bees that were able to fly at more than 29,525 feet or 9,000 meters, which is higher than Everest, admitted that they were shocked at how high they could fly. Number 6. The Terminator sold for $1. That's right. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton earned a worldwide total of $78.3 million at the box office in 1984. As it went on, the franchise took in over $1.4 billion. Not bad for a movie whose rights were sold for $1. That's right. Number 7. Scientists discovered an organism with a disappearing butt. You heard me right. The comb jelly, also known as the wart comb jelly, sea walnut, has a disappearing butt. Sidney Tam of the Marine Biological Laboratory in Woods Hole, Massachusetts, told the New Scientist magazine that there is no documentation of any anus in any other animals that they know of. It is not visible when the animal is not pooping. There's no trace under the microscope. It's invisible. But this creature, it looks kind of like a jellyfish, and it's white. Number 8. Someone tried to sell New Zealand on eBay. That's right. Some very odd things have been sold on eBay, from a grilled cheese sandwich with the face of Virgin Mary to Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast, but one of the strangest listings ever had to be for the country of New Zealand. That's right, a man from Brisbane, Australia tried to sell New Zealand off on eBay in 2006. The listing described the country as the dodgiest American Cup win ever and said it had very ordinary weather. Despite those selling points, the ridiculous auction gained a ton of interest. The starting bid was 1 cent, and after 6,000 hits and 22 bids, the selling price for New Zealand climbed all the way to $3,000. Eventually, eBay caught wind of the auction and pulled it from its site. Clearly, New Zealand is not for sale, a spokesperson for eBay Australia said at the time. Number 9. A London tomb is supposedly a time machine or teleportation chamber. London's Brompton Cemetery inspires some very strange beliefs. It is the final resting place of Hannah Courtoy, who had a well-known respect for ancient Egyptian astrological and perhaps mystical knowledge. She's buried there along with 2 of her daughters in a massive 20-foot granite mausoleum that includes a pyramid peak and a bronze door decorated with Egyptian hieroglyphics. The entryway also features a keyhole, but the key that unlocks it was lost, which along with her history sparked the tomb's particular reputation. Peculiar, very peculiar. Because no one can get inside to confirm or deny the suspicious superstitions, there's a local legend that says it isn't a tomb at all, but a time machine. However, historian Steve Coates told Mental Floss it's not a time machine, it's a teleportation chamber. Okay. Number 10. Sumo wrestlers make babies cry for good luck. While most parents do what they can to prevent or stop their babies from crying, that's not always the case in Japan. That's because it's a 400-year-old Japanese tradition that if a sumo wrestler can make your baby cry, it means he or she will live a long, healthy life. During a special ceremony, parents hand over their infants to sumo wrestlers who bounce their precious tots up and down and sometimes even roar in their little faces to get the tears to flow. He's not a baby that cries much, but today he cried a lot for us, and we are very happy about that, one mother named May Shig said at a 2014 event. And I'm going to throw a bonus in here for you. A 155-year-old mousetrap successfully caught a mouse in 2016. They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and that turned out to be the case for this very early design of the mousetrap. In the middle 1800s, inventor Colin Pullinger unveiled his perpetual mousetrap and claimed that it would last a lifetime. Well, more than a century later, Pullinger could still make that claim. The 155-year-old device on display at England's Museum of English Rural Life managed to catch a mouse that snuck into it in 2016 even without bait. The mouse entered the trap attempting to build a nest and ended up activating its seesaw mechanism. Sadly, the rodent did not survive, but clearly the perpetual mousetrap does. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Till next time.